keep him focused for that full 45 minutes. These guys won't have a problem being focused. The referees tonight, crew chief Jose Diaz from Puerto Rico, Orlando Varela from Honduras, and also De La Rosa, Carmelo De La Rosa Alvarez from Puerto Rico. Starting five for Colombia: Tony Troca, Juan Tello, Romario Roque, Ansel Atencia, and Jaime Echenique. Almanza, Cardenas, DeLuque Jackson, Madrigal, all coming off the bench. And again, the head coach, Diaz. Well, just go out and play your game. You hope that Brazil will not shoot as well as they did the other night against Venezuela. They certainly were shooting lights out, especially Mendel. And for the Brazilians, Marcio Santos, Rafa Luz, Lucas Diaz, Leo Mendel, and Jorginho de Paula. Deodato, Cardoso, Silva, Pacheco, Malzinha, Pastre, and Barbosa coming off the bench. And there he is, Atso Petrovic, a bona fide specialist when it comes to taking the helm of a team at a FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament, leading to the victory. Did it with his native Croatia 2016, and he also did it in 2024 to get Brazil to France.
Primera opción, colócate, Romario, colócate del lado donde está el 5, del mismo lado. ¿Por qué? Porque la primera pantalla va a ser así, ¿okay? Y la otra pantalla, a lo mejor cuando el hombre venga aquí, este país, puede recibir cómodo, o ellos pueden recibir cómodo, ¿ok? Indistintamente de eso, si no se puede, entramos en transición. Si no se pudo, pasamos la pelota y hacemos transición. O en defensa, hey, luchemos por estar cerca cuando ya se vaya a jugar. El pick, estar cerca de los posibles tiradores, ¿ok? No tan lejos, mantengámonos un poco más cerca. Si hay un handoff, ya sabemos, pegado a ellos. ¿Listo? Vamos pues. Vamos equipo.
Well, it's a pretty lofty standing Colombia. Remember, they did have one game that was postponed. It was supposed to be in Venezuela back in November, but that's when there were some things going on down there that made it unsafe. Closed the airspace, couldn't get in, so that game was postponed. But they did open this window with a win over Chile to be 2-0. And Brazil, meanwhile, have started with a couple wins over Chile, and they followed that up with the win over Venezuela. Venezuela surprised me the other night. They didn't win, but gosh, watching them play made me wonder how they could have lost to anybody other than Brazil, because they were a lot of good players, and that maybe says something about this Colombia team, that you cannot look past them if you're Brazil. So Marcio Santos back. He was not here for the first game. Now he's back, plays with Maccabi Tel Aviv. Used to be a player at Ulm as well, as did Jorginho, as did numerous others. Iago Santos, who's not playing tonight. Well, good evening, everybody. We're underway here in Belo Horizonte, Brazil. Colombia in the blue and yellow, winning the opening tip. Roque gets down the baseline. And that first shot from Juan Tello. From Tony Troca, excuse me. Missing everything, but Mario Roque comes up with the basketball. He's going to put it up from deep. And Rafa Luz, the captain tonight, brings it up the floor. A little behind the back pass there from Jorginho. Zips it over to Santos. Marcio Santos. Short. There's Jorginho getting it up from deep. Not far from the spot where he hit that bucket at the end of the quarter the other night to send his team off to halftime with a big lead over Venezuela. There's Tello, this time making it from the baseline. So Santos takes it back out. Here's Echenique guarding loose. And another three-pointer for Leo Mendel. That's about the only thing he's been doing this entire week in Belo Horizonte. Knocking down trays. Anybody that would have watched the highlights of that game would know you've got to guard him. Missing another long one. Bounce pass. Santos gets away. Troca bounce pass. And passing it back out. Atencia. Oh, what in the world? And I think everybody in the Colombia team is stunned that Troca didn't just turn and shoot. He was right at the basket. Instead of cutting it to 6-4, Brazil are now leading 8-2. Here's Tello. Good move down the baseline, but Rafa Luz with the rebound. Mendel again. Oh my goodness. I think Anso Petrovic must be thinking right now, I'm never going to take this guy out of the lineup because all he does is make three-pointers. Just as was the case against Venezuela, Leo Mendel has started on fire. He was 6 of 9 from three-point range against Venezuela.
Lo importante aquí es que tengamos claro, hermano, que ellos en el lanzamiento tenemos que obligarlos a que vayan hacia adentro. Hey, hemos rotado bien la pelota en la ofensiva, ¿ok? El problema es que no estamos finalizando. Vamos, entonces, próxima jugada, vamos a tratar de llevarla hasta abajo ahora, a ver qué ocurre. El 5, ¿ok? Ayúdame a traer la pelota también en cualquier momento, ¿ok? Pero vamos a tratar de encimar un poquitico más al jugador que está driblador, no sé, pero que no arme tan fácil, ¿ok? Y en el 1 contra 1 es mejor que ellos driblen, pero que no lo tiren así cómodamente, ¿ok? Vamos a ver, dale, presión, y 1, 2, 3, Colombia.
Mendel with behind the back pass, but it's been his shooting that has raised the eyebrows more than anything, like this. Now plays with Burgos from Spain. Brazil leading 11-2 here in the early going against Colombia. Oh, how about that strong, powerful move from Jaime Echenique? And that's why he's the guy that's got to get the touches. Rafa doesn't come up with it. Now a chance on the break. And how about that? Nice handles from Juan Tello. And seeing that sequence makes you realize why Coach Diaz was like, hey, no problem. We're going to get this right. Jorginho, his 3 rims out. Tello down low to Echenique. Echenique will be disappointed. Santos missing it from a long way out. Oh. Santos sends Roque down to the ground. Step back. And Santos whistled for the foul. If I know it's going to be on Echenique. Answer. Mendel when in doubt. That's a powerful move coming in from the baseline. Juan Cardenas. Oh. Another turnover. Shaky start for Santos. Might be a little bit understandable because he's joined the team late. But definitely has been a little slow starting. Goes off his hands. And so I can't see him missing that, but a foul called. Tello, very big, and we saw his control on that fast break. .05 meters in height, 6 feet 8 inches. It looks even bigger than that to me. Bounce pass. Oh, Echenique met by Santos, Marcio Santos. Turns it over. Gosh, No, they did not. Excuse me. They called. Yeah, they did. They called that a travel. I didn't see that. 4 turnovers already for Brazil. At some point, Colombia's got to take advantage of all of these. Nice handoff. You can see the way they started, how they could have given problems to Venezuela. Ball goes off for Echenique, and now Mendel. How about that? A long way out, knocking down the three-pointer. Kyle Pacheco. Is there anybody in this Brazil team that can't shoot threes? Seems like everybody can. Vinny Silva also in the game. Just hedging, almost forcing the turnover. Funny how some coaches just seem to be great fits. Such is the case for that man right there with this Brazil team. I say the possibility Diaz is as well for this Colombia team, the way they've started in these qualifiers, and especially if they can keep this thing close. If Colombia gets a win today, they are going to be in really good shape. Be at the top of the standings. In fact, no, they would not. No, they would be, because they would have the same number of, I think, points as Brazil. Anyway, they'd have the head-to-head on Brazil effectively. There's the bucket, and Pacheco's come out firing. Roque picks up the dribble, cross court. Oh, and he stepped out of bounds as the ruling on Michael Jackson. He absolutely did. That was a good call. Dato in the game now for Brazil. They just keep coming at you in waves, bringing talent from the bench. Beautiful bounce pass, Pacheco. Oh, missed the shot though. A great hustle from Mario Roque to the basketball. Nice turn and nice bucket. Work from Soren Deluque. Very deceptive. 1.96 meters in height, but he's a wide body, and he does have some quickness, like we saw in that last one, that last drive. Jorginho gets in, misses. Vinny Silva battles for the basketball, and it's a foul. I don't see a foul there. Pretty hard on Juantello. And when Silva goes up and gets the rebound, passes back outside to get it to, Deodato. And doesn't miss many. Missed that one. Step back three for Juantello. That's what he thought about that last call. Gets it back to a 5-point game. Coming up on the 1-minute mark in this first quarter. Pacheco running the offense nicely and earns a trip to the free throw line. Plays for Lehman Basket Corona. point guard. That's a team in Spain. So many Brazilians do go play in Spain at some point, as do many other South Americans. So they're in the LEB, which is not the Premier Division, but the first division underneath the ACB or the Liga Endesa. But a lot of people will tell you that the LEB is better than most top flights in Europe. That's how good it is. Whether you agree with that is another matter. But Basket Coruña is a very good program. Three-point shot no good for Troca. Deodato, he's not going to miss many. Missed the previous one, but not that one. And from the wing, no good. Brazil will hold it for the last shot. Coutinho. And they read it nice. Good attempt right at the end. But unfortunately for Colombia, Brazil have stretched their lead to 10. At the end of the first quarter, it's 23-13. Brazil on top. So the difference is three-point shooting. 5 of 9 versus 1 of 8. Well, look back at the highlights. Jorginho, Leo Mendel hitting the threes. And you have Juan Teo with that baseline. Look at that slick pass to Rafa Luz from Mendel. Chinique with a nice, powerful move, the spin. Remember him from playing at Wichita State back in the day. And here he is getting inside again as well. Mendel just is everywhere doing everything. Tremendous hustler. And Kai Pacheco comes in and contributes. It's a good play by Soren DeLuque. And then Monteo again with that three-point shot. But Deodato, who missed one, isn't going to miss most of them, that's for sure. He's going to make it. Can Colombia get some production from some of these other guys? Well, scan the QR code to get Courtside 1891, the app, or you can log in via the web to watch live streams and extended highlights of FIBA competitions. Beautiful move down low by Malzinha. Cal Malzinha truly is a skywalker. And Michael Jackson fouled as he gets down low. Jackson's been at this a while with Colombia's national team, runs back the other way. 8 years of age. Plays with Club Caribbean Storm in Venezuela. Jackson's been on his national team since 2016. Mendel calls to play. Malzinha sets the pick. Mendel just goes in. It truly is almost at times, it's so easy for him that it seems like he's the only one on the court. It's incredible. Tends to have to work hard just to find some space up high. Here he is getting away. A lot of dribbling though. There he goes. He's going to get up a three. And the basketball stays at this end. Jacob, nice handles. And nice dunk from Malzinha. Look at him. Some people just have the gift of leaping. That mixed with some long arms, soft hands, and look at, this is even more impressive. Look how easy he makes that look. Mendel driving. Echenike, well short. Oh, and Malzinha gets in and is blocked this time. He'll go to the line. Probably called the body just as he took off, I would imagine. Nico picks up his second foul. Plays in Turkey with Manisa, Malzinha. Makes another one as well. Started out. He was in that surprising Brazil team. Malzinha earned a spot with some great performances in the build-up. Played at the FIBA qualifying tournament in Latvia, which Brazil won to qualify for the Olympics in France. Pass at Echenike. Putting that one up a little bit too hard. Colombia has got to get it going now. Echenike, nice pass. And Juan Cardenas got Malzinha off his feet. Yeah, it looks like a well-organized team running some good offense, but probably just overall more talent in that Brazil team. But plenty of heart and Colombia, like I said, if they could somehow manufacture enough wins to get to the World Cup, that would be a huge achievement for them. Another opportunity, got in the lane too soon. And it does make the second. Colombia last played at the World Cup in 1982. Great steal by Atencia. Pushes it quickly up the floor. Teo gets it, hands it off to Echenique, goes in. And, you know, it's phases like that where Colombia show you they can really play the game. They did play at the FIBA World Cup last year. Finished 8th. Also in 2022 when they were 9th. 2017. So get to the FIBA World Cup they've been able to do. Here's Malzinha. Oh, boy. Another three-point shooter to this Brazil team. Ooh, Juanqueo. This time trying to do too much. Pacheco keeps the ball. Calls the play. Beautiful pass. And, well, that's a tough call right there on Echenique. Fouls Winnie Silva. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because Colombia now lose their most important player, 3 fouls. And they'll love behind the back passes. I mean, sit them down for a little while, see if you can maybe get that deficit down to 10 points. Tough to lose your big players. He's had a couple of fouls called while going up against Winnie Silva, Echenique, that really close, really tough calls. So Winnie Silva makes both. So let's see how Colombia can react without their big man. Oh. And they looked like there was a lot more contact on that hit than there was at the other end when the foul was picked up by Echenique. Good aggressive play by Pacheco. Watch this. He's telling, when he's doing things like that right there, he's telling his coach, Otto Petrovic, I want to be in this team. I want to play in the next qualifiers. He wants to earn a spot on that World Cup roster when Brazil, and I'm sure they will, qualify for the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Think about so many of the greats that have been in front of him in Brazil, like the Marcelinho Huertases, for example, and you can understand why Pacheco hasn't played at the World Cup yet. Well, a little bit of damage control. Looks like they're going to have to come and do a little bit of repair work. Maybe Pacheco could endorse. Endorse that product. Look at that. Man. That's another thing. It's great to see his teammates run over there to pick him up. Colombia coming out. The stoppage in play. Short of the offensive rebound. And finally, the bucket from Cardenas. DeLuque had a chance. He cut into this deficit now. Otherwise, a thankless task playing from behind against these Brazilians. Start knocking down threes. Here's another one. And they'll heat check. Jackson crosses midcourt. It's in a no man's land. Passes back outside. And DeLuque misses that one. Deodato steps to his left. Runs out. Pacheco gets it, passes down to Winnie Silva. He's constantly looking to make that extra pass. His head's on a swivel. Been one of the guys who's raised eyebrows, the youngsters. All these guys playing in these qualifiers, definitely, you know, contending for spots on Brazil's World Cup roster. There's no doubt about it. And nice play for Mario Roque. Nice pass, Winnie Silva back outside, Malzinha. Well, they're very fortunate, and that leads to the pass up the court. Nice handoff. It's unusual to see Mendel miss like that, and then Brazil to give up a snowbird layup. And that leads Anto Petrovic to call a timeout.
Todavía una falta, salida de contraataque podemos dar, ¿okay? 5 minutos. Mover la bola, agredir, ¿ok? Cortar, pasar, cortar, eso es la llave. Hey, por favor, rebote, vamos sin guerra por rebote. Hey, 3 rebotes, no para ir. Vamos, step agora. Step agora. Hey.
Nice stroke from Roque, and this is the right decision to hand it off. Good hustle down the floor by Christian Solis. So look at the Brazil team that played last year at the FIBA America and beat Argentina in the final. And you get kind of an idea. Deodato, Iago Santos, who played the first game this weekend. Alexei Borges not here, but could always contend. Vito Benite maybe getting a little bit on the older side. It is foul down low. Winnie Silva rather. Lucas Diaz is here. Pacheco was in that team. Jorginho, Malzinha, and Bruno Caboclo, who's not here, but would be a strong candidate. So out of this team, maybe half of the team you would expect to be at the World Cup automatically, and then maybe one or two other spots, maybe 3 or 4. Depends how Anso sees it. There's Deodato knocking it down. I don't know. You put him into a shooting contest with Leo Mendel right now, I don't know who wins it. Those two guys are such good shooters. And you might even be able to throw Lucas Diaz in there. Here's Deodato, a little pass back to Winnie Silva. And Winnie Silva says, thank you very much. The lead goes back to 41-26. Tensia knocks down a three. Well, that came at a good time. Under 4 minutes to go in this first half. Remember, Echenique on the bench with 3 fouls. Oh, Mendel maybe got away with a hook. For a 14-point game, and Mendel has 12 points. Nice look off. Oh my goodness. Romario Roque. Look at Luz. Oh, behind the back pass to Winnie Silva. A little bit of showtime from Rafa Luz. There's Deodato, but he just gets it up, and when he doesn't make it, he's barely missing it as well. He is a veteran. How many threes has he had in his career? And here's Atencia answering with a three. And now here's the play where Winnie Silva scored. Now he's just been fouled. Love to see that one again. There goes the line and makes the first. Atencia. This time too long. This is a great move. Fakes the pass to DeLuque. Deodato again. Short that time, but Luz knocks it out. I wouldn't rule out Rafa Luz being in the World Cup team, to be honest. Here he is, captain of this team. Spins, turns. Definitely played his share of big tournaments. He was in the Rio de Janeiro team, 2016. Oh, nice bounce pass. Oh, nice finish from Solis. Junior bounce pass, Winnie Silva. He's 21 years of age, Winnie Silva. Minas Club Tenerife. Sorry, Minas Tennis Club, excuse me, in Brazil, not Tenerife. That's where Marcelinho is. Gets it up. Nice stroke. Deodato again, fouled shooting the three. Not what the doctor ordered for Colombia. being a 4-point play because Jorginho went up and tapped it in. Oh boy, Lewis gets it, goes up for the dunk. Oh my goodness. How about that? Showing some hops. Tensia makes the jumper. So this is an opportunity to drop a play for the Brazilians. They call timeout. Did not anticipate Rafa Luz going down and jamming it after the turnover.
Segundos, volta atrás, não podemos fazer falta, estamos em bônus. Bom chute e balanço defensivo. Mesma defesa. Ah, não, está. Ei, troca todo, troca todo, como direito.
Here he is, Rafa Luz sailing in for the dunk. He plays still at 34 years of age with Andorra in Spain. And they will be talking about that when he goes back. He goes back to Europe. Those are 1.88 meters in height. Plays almost 15 minutes per game for Andorra. Pass. Diaz missing that one. Oh. Get the pass down low, and well, that was an opportunity for Almanza just to go up for the layup. Trying to make the extra pass for an easier shot. That means Jorginho has time, and you know what happens when that is the case. Jorginho usually delivers. Did he beat the buzzer? If so, it's the second time in a row we scored at the halftime buzzer. Did the same thing against Venezuela, although against Venezuela. Oh, I don't know if that's going to count. Let's see. That is very close. He hit the 3 against Venezuela. This one, they're going to have to go examine. For now, we'll say it's 55-37 Brazil on top of Colombia at halftime. Well, the stark difference, Brazil 7-16 from deep. A lot more free throw attempts, making 10 of 11. Rebounds, assists, you name it, they're doing it. So Brazil 55-37 led by Mendel. Silva also amongst the leading scorers. Well, enjoy the highlights, folks. It's a lot of good basketball here from Brazil. They do play the beautiful game. Look at this. so graceful going in for the layup. There have been some times when Colombia has impressed. I think the foul troubles kind of undermined them, although they're already trailing. It doesn't help to lose Echenique. Davis giving the team a little bit of a lift there. Pacheco with the no-look pass to Winnie Silva. And you have Romario Roque showing some three-point shooting. For me, the highlight was Rafa Luz getting the steal and then getting the dunk. This was pretty good as well for Colombia. So Solis going in, and Deodato knocking down threes. I like how they share the basketball. Deodato 2 of 5 from deep, and there is the dunk from Rafa Luz. All Brazil, 55-37, they lead it at halftime.
That's a throwdown. Goes in for the dunk. Good night. Too big, too strong, and just too good.
Bogdanovic, who goes in and scores. Ah!
This is what it's all about.
It's all one big basketball family, folks. Winning time. Both teams over the limit. You have got to be kidding me! Jorginho. Yeah, this is going up. Steps back for three. He's got it. And that just adds insult right there. Takes the lead up to 15 points at halftime.
Ortiz back into the ball game, and that's much better. Romero rocking the rims in San Juan.
He's really free. Eventually find Miller. He got a pretty good look, and Miller makes it. Incredible shot for Franco Miller. Will that seal the game? It's a 6-point lead now.
Oh, Jones just leaked out. Oh, that one. Atencia with the two, just stayed with the play.
Now he's going to get some space. Odish all the way, glides in and then slams it home. Oh, what hasn't this man done? Been everywhere, both ends of the floor. Odish just showed the offensive package today.
Static three-point shot, back guy in for Campbell. And now a chance for the out-and-out largest lead off the back of that miss. That's what it can cost you.
So no free throws for Mendel, but they get it inside and going in for the rim rocker.
just uses his pace. Atencia has it. Now they've got to make a decision. Great pass. Oh, Enrique puts an exclamation mark on the game. Throws it down.
Only lead by 4 now, and here comes a steal from Mejia. He came in from the blind side. Now they give it back. Now they get the flush. Good ball movement there. And the punch by Soriano. Solano will tell everyone, let's slow it down. The United States was able to get back there on defense. Swatted again by Wiseman, his 3rd block of the game. Roddy the other way, lobs it up. Wiseman the alley-oop finish. A 1-2 punch by the United States.
How many times are we going to see this? Baseline. Are you kidding me? Papa Nicolau says, give it to me. Go tax and close out. Bruno inside.
Well, you can see they do such a great job here in Belo Horizonte, and Juantello coming out scoring 9 points to lead Colombian scoring in the first half. The 3 scored early on that break. That long 2. Regatas Corrientes in Argentina. Gets that one up at the line. And for Brazil, it's this man again, Leo Mendel. 2-3 from deep, 12 points overall. Having himself a window. Exclamation mark, smiley face. 12 points overall. And most assuredly a guy that will be at the World Cup, you would think. If and once this team qualifies, which I don't think there's too many people that are betting against them. The game is going on right now. Argentina up on Panama 67-53. Belo Horizonte is also the home of Minas Tennis Club, so this is a venue where they do like their basketball. And they've had their share of international players over the years, like Winnie Silva. They're cheering for this time. And also Petrovic perhaps wisely giving him a lot of minutes. But he deserves them too. And don't think that he's not going to be with the national team if they qualify for the World Cup. I would say he would probably be there in Qatar. So you look at what Colombia's situation is. They've got they've got a makeup game against Venezuela, and they will wrap things up against Brazil in that last window. They will play their first game on June 30th against Venezuela. That'll be in Venezuela. Then they'll be at home. Remember, these two countries aren't too far away from each other. They'll be at home against Chile, and then they will travel to. Or they will stay at home, rather, to take on Brazil. So those will be 3 big games coming up. Even if they don't come back and win this game, they'll be 2-1. And they will be circling those first 2 games on their calendar to say, you know, as must wins if they want to get to the World Cup. Because that would put them at a really good spot, 4-2, going into the second round. Countries vying for the 7 spots on offer for the Americas at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. So the second round will consist of 12 teams, and 7 teams from those last 12 will indeed advance. So the top 3 teams in each of those groups, along with the best 4th place team, will qualify for the World Cup. So the key is to get to that second round. I mean, you know, looking at history also, it'll be, you would think that Colombia would be right on the edge, even if they do get to the second round. So, but we also have Uruguay that's played very well, and they've got a great shot to make it. Scan the QR code to get the World Cup Qualifiers app, and you can have everything like schedules, live updates, stats, videos that you can refer to during the competition and out of competition. Yeah, Group D is interesting. And that's who these guys would cross over and face that group for the second round. Okay, second half underway. It's an 18-point lead for Brazil. No time like the present for Colombia if they want to cut into that deficit. Atencia gets it up from deep, misses. We'll go with a quick rebound. In fact, it's groups A and C that cross over, and B and D. So this group will cross over with the teams Dominican Republic, USA, and Mexico. miss on that one. Back in the game. I think the referee just said, "Don't yell at me," to one of the players. Here's Jorginho steps back. This is everything. And a dangerous pass from Atencia, but he gets away with it. Romario Luque has it. This is Teo. Another one, he's got 11. Deficit is 16 points. Back outside to Diaz. Santos for three. Short. Santos over to Diaz. Let's bounce past Diaz to, or rather Santos to Diaz. Turn it over. Pass deflected, and Jorginho gets it and goes up and slams it home. Traveling, moves it back. How about that, going for the rim rocker and denied with Santos. Echenique was not going to be dunked on even with 3 fouls. What a rejection. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Great rim protection from Echenique. Beautiful pass and the dunk for Echenique. Getting it done on both ends. And again, it just illustrates his value, really. When he's at his best, he can help you on both ends of the court. Mendel gets in, banks it in. Pass back over to Atencia. Okay, to Echenique. Jorginho hands it off, and this time the dunk from Lucas Diaz. The lead is 22. had gotten himself into trouble. This is a good run down the floor from Diaz. Because Diaz. Timeout by Colombia. So there's something else the referee's looking at, so it's not an official timeout. Challenge is what it is. Okay, so they want to see if it's an unsportsmanlike. Okay. Diving here and holding on to Rafa loose. Went for the ball there. It should be okay. That's not going to be an unsportsmanlike. No, because he's got the ball. This would be a normal foul. Official gave the signal. You didn't see, but anyway, normal foul. And there you go. Another one for Lucas Diaz. Leads up to 24. For Colombia. And a foul called. Just slow to get up. Getting into the backcourt. Blanco in the game chasing Jorginho. And Santos is fouled. So free throw is coming from Marcel Santos. So Marcel Santos gets the 2 free throws. And the lead goes back to 24 for Brazil. time, Marcio Santos powering his way down for 2. Travels. He also plays in Spain with Palma Basket, Mallorca Palma. Nice pass. Quite finish. And Mendel knocks it away. And he's going to get the layup. Palmer also playing the LED Oro, first division. And a charge called. It's becoming a thankless task for Colombia tonight. That was the turnover. And that was the charge by Teo. Over Marcio Santos. So just under 3 minutes to go in the quarter, 13 minutes in the game. He's missing it from a long way out. Captained the team in the first game. Tonight is Rafa Luz. Blanco. Game gets it over to Roque. Roque drives, a little wraparound. Oh, the nutmeg. Oh, and he missed the shot. Can't believe it. And then Mendel goes in and misses the dunk. And immediately wipes off his hands as if to say it was because they were wet. And the ball thrown out of bounds. Look at that. This deserved to finish. It's almost a goaltend because the defender went up and slapped the backboard when it was up. There's Santos short. Well, Pastre in the game now for Brazil. He is going for the ball. Pedro Pastre. It's getting really sloppy now for the visiting team. Pastre is a youngster, just 18, doesn't turn 19 until April 8th. For Sport Club Pineros. He did play, Pastre did play for the national team, the youth teams, going back to the under-15 championship in 2022. In the under-16 in 2023 and under-16 Americans. Also the under-18, under-17 Americans or South American under-17 championship in 2023. And 2024 the FIBA Americans under-18 championship. And also now doesn't get any easier for this Colombia team because Bruno Cardoso has just checked into the game. He is a load back, put it up. Pacheco rather puts it up. Pacheco, not just a distributor, he can shoot it. Stops the bleeding. Michael Jackson. Pacheco with the lob. Was good. He's impressed tonight. I've liked what I've seen out of him. And he gets it to go. That's it. 3 quarters in the books. Brazil in command, 76-45 over Colombia. And the Americas qualifiers for the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2027. Might expect with a margin like this, the shooting numbers much better for Brazil. Pompeo helping out. Diaz coming to the 4. Jorginho with the dunk, showing some power. Nice play. There's a great block at the other end that you saw from Echenike. There he goes again, Lucas Diaz. From Madrigal, a nice little play there from the baseline. That's a good job from Mendel, and going down and scoring. Courtside 1891, scan it in to get the app, or you can log in online. Log in via the web to watch live streams and extended highlights of FIBA competitions. each other again because they both played in the LEB in Spain. Madrigal, you see him here as well as a youngster with Obras Sanitarias in Argentina. Venezuela's underway against Chile. Argentina are going to get the win over Panama. They're up in the final minute. Checker getting some tape on his knee while they try to sort out whatever they're trying to sort out. Well, while we have a moment, we had some other games that were played today. Spain went home tonight over Ukraine. (78-64). Italy held off the much improved Great Britain team that they walloped the other night. (84-75). Bosnia-Herzegovina kept the Swiss winless. They've advanced. A lot of these teams have advanced to the second round. Turkey won against Serbia for the second time, if you can believe it, in this window, 94-86. That was in Istanbul. Greece bounced back to beat Montenegro, and Romania got a win tonight at home over Portugal, 101-96. So congratulations to them. Also Georgia winning 89-60 over Denmark. And remember just a few days ago how Elvar Friedrichsen led Iceland to that incredible come-from-behind win over Lithuania. They were down 21 points and they battled back and won at the buzzer. Well, Lithuania got their own back tonight, winning 99-82 back in Lithuania. Going for the rebound, getting tied up by Atencia. Cardoso, also just 23 years of age. Players with Brasilia. And free throws coming. I don't know what the big story would be from the windows. I guess from the Americas, USA falling is always a pretty big story, which they did against Dominican Republic. And I think not surprisingly, they bounced back with a big win over Mexico. Canada remain. Continue to fly high with 4 wins in as many games. I guess Jamaica, some of the steam has come out of their great start, losing twice. And Puerto Rico now 1-3 as well as Bahamas. So that's still a lot of work to do there. Nice shot from the Tommy Troca. Back to a 30-point deficit. Ooh. And traveling is the call. No, I didn't travel. It did. It's the ruling. Also, Uruguay will be big if they get another win. They would be undefeated. They'll be moving on the second round. And Argentina. And this Colombia team, well, had they won tonight, they certainly would have been the story. Rim protection there. Oh, Pastre got it. My goodness. There's not a single player in this Brazil team that's not good. And I think what's exciting about this Brazil team is you got a lot of youngsters in this team. And I'm sure that Rafa Luz would smile if he heard me say that. He's the elder statesman. In fact, Deodato is the elder statesman, born in 1991. And Mendel also is no spring chicken. He's 32, soon to be 33. Everybody else is pretty young. Santos won't be 24 until November. And Cardoso, like I said, he's young. He's 23. He'll also be 24 in November. Quinn Silva, very young, you know, he just is 21, just turned 21 on January 15th. And Jorginho, he will be 30, but in May, so he's still 29. Jorginho as well is 25. But this is the youngest. Oh, look at that. Cardoso going up for the jam. Pastor is the youngest. Not Pacheco. The youngest being 18. He'll be 19 in April. Oh, nice shot from the left. Tommy Troca. It's a 30-point game. Nice pass. Nice follow. Well, Barbosa from Cesti Franca getting the fans excited. Paulo Barbosa. Look at this, no look to Cardoso. Cardoso was in that team, Intercontinental Cup team that won the title. And that's a nice, there you go, Pastre. So yeah, the young man is in. Brazil just really putting a hurting on Colombia in the second half. Okay, goes in for an easy layup. Pacheco. So an M1 coming for Pacheco. Brazil should get to the 100 mark. Sequence because Luz, not just the captain, but the veteran, the guard, Getting the message over to Pastre. So listen, you're supposed to be over here. You're supposed to do that. Pedro Pastre. Toroka makes it. Keep an eye on Pedro Pastre, the 55. He's guarding the ball right now. Toroka again. This time misses everything. Oh. And they're going to help up Barbosa. Goes by Sue Jr., but his name is Paulo Barbosa. Okay, takes it in, banks it in. Get him on the free throw line from that point. They didn't count the bucket. Okay, so they called it before the shot. No, they did count it. You get 2 free throws. And Barbosa answers. Goes to the post-up game, turns, scores. It's too late from Toroka. Had the rough start and left the game. And oh my goodness, Malzinha goes up for the alley-oop jam. My, oh my. He just lives above the rim. Look, back outside to Toroka. Coming up on the final 5 minutes. And we've got a timeout. So Brazil tonight, 15 from Pacheco, 16 for Mendel, 10 for Silva. It's Malzinha. Look at this again. Pacheco delivering it, and that is, I'll tell you what, what's impressive about this is he had to reach back. It looks like he's on his way down, and he's still able to stretch out and dunk it. That is special right there, Malzinha. Colombia players choosing to look away from the bench. They didn't want to see that. But he is a terrific athlete, Malzinha. shot. Yeah, the degree of difficulty on that dunk from Malzinho was such that it looked like he had to lean back a little bit more than he would have liked. And then by the time he had it, he was already kind of going down, but yet he was still able to reach up and dunk it. Nico makes the first. Both. Estre for three, rattles out. Like it, but a couple of times now, Succession made a bullet pass down low as the defense comes to him. Look at him go. Oh my gosh, again. And Roque deserves better because those are some really nice passes. Here's the lob again, and same thing this time on the other side. And Malzinho looks like he's on the way down. What gifts he has. He is flying through the air. Good pass to the corner. Echenique. That's it. Don't pass it back out, big fella. Go up. Well, it has been a window of highlights for Brazil, that's for sure. Don't be surprised if Malzinho has another highlight reel tonight. Dunk. Oh. How about that? That was a spinning Soren DeLuque. He's got 4 points. Pastor missing it. Barbosa gets it up. Gets it to go. One more and Brazil's at 100. No team ever wants to give up 100 points. Look at that. How'd they figure this out so late? They're getting some easy looks. Okay, feeding the ball literally with like putting some zip on those passes, getting them down into that lower part of the lane, and it's just leading to easy opportunities. No, that one I don't think he was on the way down. No, that was, but still impressive. The other one was even better. He is getting the rebound. Pacheco in the paint. 17 points. Now leads all scores. And he has 9 assists. Okay, target. Pacheco again. It just falls. Pacheco has 10 assists, but it doesn't. That's kind of what's misleading about that stat, if you think about it. Stroke from Michael Jackson. Beat it. Now the pass, you know, you get an assist if he makes the jumper. Well, you've done your part regardless whether he makes it or not. It's all down to whether or not the guy can shoot the jump shot. And Barbosa is going to be helped up, get some free throws. Look at that, that's beautiful. And the fake. Got Barbosa moving in the other direction. Well, we were right at the end, folks. 1:20 remaining. There will be tougher games for Brazil. We do know that this team can play better. Chinique getting fouled. Good. Probably do finish 8th at the FIBA America Cup, as we said. And they do have Brian Angola, but he hasn't been here tonight. He would have made a big difference. He was their leading scorer, in fact, at the America Cup. Gets another man. Oh, another traveling. I think Roque was thinking he was going to get a three-point play, and instead he gets nothing. But this is a trouble. Interesting. I think it's the awkwardness of it. So 30 seconds to go, and they're already shaking hands. Come on, guys, we got to finish this. They just dribbled it out. Oh, come on. They're just going to let the time go off. I'm surprised the refs have allowed that. 101-72. It's like they had enough. They couldn't go the full 40. Well, the mascot's happy. He's still working away. So a pretty straightforward window for Brazil. Cruising, winning 101-72 tonight. They improved to 4-0 in the qualifiers. And like I've been saying, they're definitely in the second round. And I would suggest it's going to be a pretty safe bet that they will be at the World Cup. Competition will be a little bit stiffer once you get into the second round, so there's no such thing as guarantees. Games still have to be won. Twice as many free throws, 1.5 times as many threes, a lot more shots inside the arc, and rebounds, twice as many assists as you might expect. And Pacheco, good for him, finishing with 17 points to lead all scorers in the game. It was a virtuoso performance, and he got 10 assists, so 17-10. A memorable game for Pacheco. for everybody, but especially for Pacheco, the MVP of the game. He played hard from start to finish. It's great. You can see how these guys bond, how they want to get together with their national teams during the windows. They love, not that they don't like their clubs, but change of scenery, going home, get some home cooking, getting to see their good buddies. The national team, it's always a good thing. So you look back at some of the highlights, and Colombia are not at the same level, but on their day, they can upset people. And it would take something special to upset Brazil for Colombia, but who knows? Brian and goal, whoever. I mean, these guys, they cut out some of the mistakes, make this a closer game going into that fourth quarter. They just turned it over a little bit too much early on, and Brazil just started so fast in both games in this window that it was awfully difficult to beat them. This guy certainly is worth the price of admission. Roque finishing with 9 points, 9 assists, so almost had a double-double himself. Unsurprisingly, had 9 points. And how about Malzinha? Finished with 13 points, a few dunks. Troca played better in the fourth quarter. Echenique finished with 14. And Malzinha again getting this dunk. So Belo Horizonte empties out. Fans leave, go home to eat, maybe get something to eat on the way home. And we'll look at the standings. Brazil 4-0, Colombia 2-1. Chile and Venezuela are underway. Venezuela leading that one by 16. And I'd like to say thank you for watching in this window. It's been a lot of fun. And we'll see you again at the end of June, the next window.